Okay, let's just rewind and just go back and unpack it because the April 1st ban was like a "Are you April Fools joking me?" It's to the point right now that it's taking a different measure because now what they want to do is put it back in front of courts, have a hearing about it at 419. Woo! When I say it's still content being dropped to this day, man, I'm talking about it. It was so amazing, man. It was so right now. They're doing a hearing for it starting on the 28th, and they're gonna address a few different issues that's going on. A lot of people seem to think that it's just about the age requirements, and they don't really know how to tax it. Once they figure out how to, it's just a battle going on, honestly. There's not enough licenses that was actually issued, so there was about 8 to 10. Man, we got a lot of different things. This is something that's very personal to me. This is something that I personally dropped. Hey man, what's going on? Back with another one. You know, we are here at CannaTalk Podcast, where the biggest thing about it is, can I talk? Right? So, man, we got a lot of things to address here, a lot of different things to unpack. Welcome to the space where here it's open, it's transparent, it's honest, it's uncut, it's raw, and it's all the way real. You feel what I'm saying? Nah. But for real, man, we're really going to address some issues that a lot of people want to talk about. So that's why this podcast is called Can I Talk, right? Because it's can I talk? Can I talk about the things, the issues that's going on in the space of cannabis that we all need to address, the stigmas that's here, the old way of thinking, the old mind frames, all of those different things, you know. So we just here just to bring it to you real, huh? And then why not have my boy King Musa on the ones and the twos? You know what I'm saying? Here with me, man. This is a real live podcast, man. So tap in, man. Okay, let's just rewind and just go back and unpack it because the April 1st ban was like a "Are you April Fools joking me?" For real. For real. Can I talk? Because it was the industry telling us that we only had what 2 weeks, maybe a little more, just to get things out of the store, and that they was banning certain products. How they do that in such a fast manner? You know what I'm saying? Because I think they put it out like it was like March 14th, 15th, somewhere around there. And then y'all gonna tell us, hey, April 1st, by the way, you're gonna have to take all these off the shelves, just by the way. And by the way, this was 90, I would say for most shops, this was 80 to 90% of their sales daily. Let's just keep it real. There was a temporary restraining order put out and a injunction put in place for a hearing to be set. There was a Travis County judge out there in Austin. Big shout out to that judge, man, just for understanding the importance of what was going on here. It's to the point right now that it's taking a different measure because now what they want to do is put it back in front of courts, have a hearing about it as far as an injunction to see if this is really legal for real, of them really doing this. Yeah, so April 1st, the ban was put out, man. They banned a lot of different products off the shelves. They changed a lot of different rules. This was put into place because the lingo, bro, it was all the lingo. You remember when the government shut down, right? A lot of people ain't getting paid, all that, and they trying to come to a common solution on how to what they need to do. Right, right. Budget, but right. A lot of people weren't getting paid. So in order to get to get the government back open, there was a lot of different things that they put inside of a bill inside of it, and they slipped in a couple things. You know what I'm saying? So they slipped in that what they were going to do is ban these products. And it was all based off of the way that they worded it, bro. It was all on the way that they worded it, which was weird and crazy because based off of the wordage in this bill, they were saying that these products were no longer going to be able to be sold in Texas. So they changed the licensing fees, right? They changed the licensing fees for retail. Retail went from about 150 to 5,000.
Are you buying it?
You hear me? How bad do you want it? Then manufacturer license for the people who make their own product and things, 10,000. So it was a complete change, man. They switched a lot up on us, man. So with the April 1st ban, it went crazy. And a lot of people had to shut down. We definitely shut down just for the simple fact that we didn't fully understand what was all legal and what was not. So we said instead of putting ourselves in danger, we were just going to close down until we understood what was going on. 419. Woo! When I say it's still content being dropped to this day, man, I'm talking about it. It was so amazing, man. There was so many faces, so many people came out. I just want to, from a heart to heart, man, I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming out, supporting, showing their face, just continuing to, you know what I'm saying, just pull up and pop out because that was amazing. Young Nation came through the door. It was amazing. They performed, just popped out with a surprise performance for everybody. It was good, bro. It was hard. A lot of different performances. Big shout out to Naja Exotic with them wings. I don't know if she on here, but them wings was smacking. I should have got a whole load of them. You hear me? Smokeless Fusions with the drinks. They passed me a drink about this tall. You hear me? I'm good the whole party. I'm passing that boy back and forth to my wife like, ugh. You feel me? But it was a time that was had, man. So big shout out to all the vendors, Exotic Tea, Wendy with the fruits and everything. Say she performed and had a table. It was going down, man. I really enjoyed myself and I felt proud because, I never knew if I could really do a successful event. I don't do events. You know what I'm saying? I go to an event, you feel me? But as far as throwing a event, I haven't thrown an event myself in a long time. So this was the annual party that we usually put on for everybody. So I was like, why not? You know what I'm saying? So right now, they're doing a hearing for it starting on the 28th, and they're gonna address a few different issues that's going on, which being one just with the prices that they're trying to charge. Two, the lingo of how they included THCA flower. And it's a couple other things that they're gonna actually address. So it's not every single thing that was on the bill, it's just three different things. And THCA flower happens to be one of them. So I think that's a real exciting one that a lot of these shop owners want to see how it plays out. Worst case scenario, they say, hey, we're going to keep it all the same and we just have to adapt and go to the products that we are able to sell, which THCA flower wouldn't be one of them. What we're looking for, right? What we're looking for is for them to change that rule with the THCA flower, right? For them to flip the wording on that because that's how they're trying to get real tricky, as well as the prices, man. A lot of these shops, their time is coming up to renew, and this time when you renew, it's gonna be $5,000 when you renew that shop. So are you still gonna renew that license when it's time to pay that $5,000, or are you gonna let that thing go dry? For real. So it's a lot to unpack there, man. I honestly think this just me. I think that they gonna delay it and push it off because I don't think one judge wants the scrutiny of all of this being on his back, honestly. So for me, I really feel like he's gonna delay it and put it off for them to decide in November. I think ultimately that's what the thing is going to be. He's going to find a way to put it off on whoever in November. That's my thoughts. A lot of people seem to think that it's just about the age requirements and they don't really know how to tax it. Once they figure out how to tax it, that everything's going to be okay and Texas is going to be, legal. There's two things hidden up under the surface here. One, everybody knows this. This is a red state, for one. You know what I'm saying? This is a red state, pretty much kind of still looked at like good old boy town. So with that being said, there's just a lot of different things that just won't change right now. As well as we are thinking, let's just say we're thinking dimes and nickels and they're thinking dollars, right? While we think the main fight is truly behind the wording and all this behind him, it not really so much so. A lot of it stems from, let's just be real, the privatized penitentiary system. With the privatized penitentiary system, there's a lot of money to be made there off of taking people to jail. And a big factor about that, I posted this earlier in the week. If you go to our Instagram, where it shows you, even with the government moving over to try to say medical, oh, we're gonna deschedule it. No, we're gonna reschedule it. With them rescheduling it, it didn't take the marijuana off of. I'm sorry, it didn't take the canna. Can I talk? Can I talk? It didn't take cannabis off of your record. It does not get expunged. It does not release anybody from incarceration or any of that, you know, and it doesn't even change the way that it's being tested. So with that being said, it's like, what did medical even do? It's just a battle going on, honestly. There's not enough licenses that was actually issued. So there was about 8 to 10 different licenses that was really given out to the United States when they did all this with the medical, with the teacup program, with all these different things. There was about 8 of them given out for about $250K to certain people. Yeah. It wasn't the people, it was certain people. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to get in trouble this time. But after they got those licenses, oh, they upped the price on them boys, and now it costs some M's to buy one from them. I don't even think Texas bought one yet. You know what I'm saying? They selective with who they even select and giving these licenses to. That's what makes it so hard. So that's how you took it out the hands of the people and gave it to the DPS. Who is the DPS? That's the same people that keep on pulling you over on the freeway, talking about you going too fast or you switch lanes or all that. DPS, yeah, state trooper. Yeah, them, that department. That's who they want to put it in the hands of, medical, for research, right? But honestly, when you think about the medical part, in order for someone like us to get medical, one, it is extremely hard to find a doctor. Two, in order to even get a medical license, you have to turn over your right to bear arms. That's right. If you have the right to conceal, you have to hand them over that license now that you have a medical license. So is having a medical license even worth it anymore? Where they can take your right to bear arms? No, it's not. And then who we think about the hemp? Whose hand is the hemp in? It's our regular, local, everyday person. Our farmers. Our farmers don't only farm hemp for cannabis. It's a lot of different things that have been made out of hemp. Hemp is in a lot of different products, but they don't talk about it. And now that as well, we are talking about it making a whole nother lane for itself with the THCA. It's a problem because this is reparations now. Now y'all putting it in the hands of the people and they don't like that because it's a $10 billion industry. And with $10 billion in the wrong hands, you can change some things. Man, we got a lot of different things. This is something that's very personal to me. This is something that I had I personally dropped, man, and it just reminded me of this is nostalgia to me because if you are a real sipper, if you used to sip back in the day like the kid, back when them deuces was 25 and you pouring up in that Sprite or in that root beer. Yeah, I ain't finna go there because I'm gonna get the thing. But look, nostalgia, man. We dropped a product that's so amazing, 150 milligrams. We're definitely gonna do some product reviews for you guys. There's been a ton of people coming through the shop and they love them. Can't get enough of them. So make sure if you're ever in the area that you come on down to 233 East Villa Road, Red Oak, Texas, right here, Suite 300. Pull up, man. Come see us and come see what we got. Man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You have been tuned in to Canna Talk Podcast, where it's just an open, transparent spot where you can talk about it, man. We ain't gonna tell you to be quiet. We want you to talk about it. We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing because we want to give y'all the facts, the cold hard facts, and not sugarcoat nothing, man. Keep it all the way 100 and thorough so you can let the people decide what they want to believe. Because the veil has been lifted, baby. We all see that it's fake now. We all see what they doing. So now we just gotta tap in, tell a friend, and it takes a village to raise a child. So let's keep growing. You have been tuned in with AD. I'm your host here at CannaTalk, where it's Can I Talk?
Can I talk?